fucking camera get turned off. Monday, 10/09/25 seconds, year 2025. 4th month, April 21st day. So anyway, the Pope passed on today, this morning. Pope Francis is 88 years old, which is Trump's gematria number, 88. Brother Maslow grooms. The brother put some conditioner in the hair for the first time in a long time. And the hair became instantly healthy. It was no longer dried out looking anymore. It was no longer continuing to have a dried out look. A dried out look. His little boob down here. Yeah. She's getting plenty of sirloin petite steaks. She loves it. And she put a poo-poo this morning too. Yeah, this is a poop one. So the brother's been, getting on with the tap song here and putting it to the rhythm, putting the melody and the rhythm to a different chord progression. The original chord progression is dun, dun, brother has never seen that melody could have different chord changes. He's always just played it without any chords and just maintained the one major chord that the melody comprises, which is the D1 chord. D for dead. Or D is actually T because it's for cross, as in transition. The accountant's cross. It seems like that the song could change chords. Dun, dun, dun. There it is. Because that's the A chord, or the A note. D, F sharp. From the G to the A to the D. Dun, dun, dun. That could be a F sharp 3 maiden chord. Dun, 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 which is a 3. A 3 maiden could also be a substitute for could be a 6, because they go along the same things that a 5 and a 7 substitute for each other. And a 7 is like a 3. A 1-7 movement is like a 4 to a 3 movement, which this is a G4 to the F sharp 7 or the F sharp 3. And the maiden chord has that F sharp note in it right there for the melody that goes F sharp, A, D, F sharp, A, D, F sharp, A, D, F sharp. Hi, Robe. Are you there? She's behind everything. There she is. She's on camera. Yeah. She says, I'm on camera. I'm going to Hollywood. She says, I put me to bone. Me to bone. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 so it holds the one chord. That doesn't sound right. That sounds right, though. D chord. So it wants to stay on the D chord right there until it finishes the melody. Little boober. Cats are very sensitive, and they like gentleness all the time. Unless the cat has been taught to be a roughhouser. But that's not the real cat's nature. The real cat's nature is to be relaxed and calm and gentle and affectionate, because it likes to be petted and snuggled. She says, yeah, I don't like any roughhousing. She doesn't like roughhousing. Yeah. She likes everything to be nice and gentle and snugly cuddled, and she says, oh, that feels so good. It's like a nice massage. That's what cats are like. They're like giving a massage, or like soft touches and massaging. And that's the reason why there's a lot of within this existence, there's a tendency much tendency to not get along with cats. Because a real cat's nature is to attract. A real cat's nature loves to attract gentle, tender, affectionate, light, easy touching, and light, easy actions all around it. Of course, it does have its energetic moments where it likes to play and and all that stuff. But that gets combined with the hunter's instinct also, and play turns into claw time because of the hunter's instinct, which playtime and hunting time are both energetic. It's energetic time. But cats like to spend a lot of time just laying down and being still and silent and just. It's known as the nocturnal stage. Cats are very nocturnal. They like to rest a lot. Yeah. Very much. She likes. And they start purring, especially if they have a human petting them. They like to purr during the nocturnal times. They like to get close and lay on the lap and all that. She's laying on the lap here. There she is. She's on the lap. She just helps herself. Yeah. She's just loving it. She's loving it, huh? She says, yeah, I feel so good. So Pope Jesuit, or Pope Francis, is known as the first Jesuit Pope, and J.D. Vance, the American Vice President, just visited the Pope, and according to the announcer in the YouTube video, he said that J.D. Vance and Pope Francis could not come to no agreement on the migrant issue. But it's, couldn't come to no agreement on the migrant issue. And, the agreement, the unspoken part on the Pope's side could have been honoring the bankruptcy. And everything's supposed to be prepaid. Could have been. But it also could have been everything's supposed to be prepaid. It could have been coming from the American side, from J.D. Vance's side. But, this insight can only be brought up if there's consciousness with the bankruptcy, which is the original international emergency, the bankruptcy, which gets into the universal realms, which is self-expression, how the inner child has been stamped out and not been allowed to speak up and express the self. That's known as a bankrupt situation, universally speaking, with the energy.
There you go. Help a clean eye.
Catholic sounds like cat lick, like guitar lick, cat lick, catacomb. A cat's tongue has spikes on it, and when it cleans, it's a comb. It combs through the fur. Catacombs. The Vatican catacombs. Now, on the dark side to the Jesuits have been known as the Vatican assassins. And that could be a connection to wanting to keep the bankruptcy a big secret and to perpetuate slavery throughout the earth under the guise, as a front to hide a hidden agenda, which could be, the hidden agenda could be slavery. Which could be wanting to allow illegal immigration because illegal immigration coming into America could be used as a tool, to want to take down America, which would be to take down the child. Because, it could be that America represents the ultimate child energy on the planet. With the original Constitution promising liberty for all, or equilibrium for all, equal respect and all that stuff. That would include honoring the creditor position to the bankruptcy, which that creditor position gets swindled away from the child through the hospitals and the doctors. And then that birth certificate represents that child's value, placed in a frame and hung on a wall as a picture to be framed. And that birth certificate is traded on the stock market, and the child sees very little dividend action as creditor and shareholder to that birth certificate traded on the stock market. You know, and then from a different perspective, you know, the brother had a concert this weekend with the guitar, and he did a lot of screaming and yelling and letting out energy and exposing, and went a little overboard and wore the body out, and you know, and there could be some connection to that with the Pope's transition. and it could also be a setup too. There could be a lot of mind control, body control, manipulation to put guilt on Russell. all kinds of stuff. You know, in other words, Russell, if you would have just remained nice and calm during the weekend, Easter weekend, with the concert, you know, Pope Francis wouldn't have passed on, and since how he was a Jesuit, and, and everything that the Jesuits could represent on the good side. Now things are really going to go to shit. Because now there won't be no Jesuit Pope in the office unless they put another one in. Unless another one goes in there. And if there is, it might be kept a secret too. And it also could be that all the other popes were Jesuits, because the Jesuits have been known as the Vatican assassins that's been controlling the whole world for a long time. So all the popes have been Jesuits. It's just that for the first time it was publicly announced that a Jesuit became a pope. Now, in the eyes of the public, you know, the sheeple, those that don't know much the things going on with the Jesuits, most people think that the Jesuits are the frontline Jesuits that take a vow of poverty, a vow of chastity, and another vow. Those Jesuits, rather than most people don't know about the fourth vow blood oath Jesuits, which are the ones behind the scene running the whole show. And the white pope is just a puppet. And then they have a blood oath where and it's on the internet, on Google for anyone to see and read. But their oath, you know, they shed their blood. Blood oath means to cut oneself and to shed blood. And then give an oath, a blood oath, and swear to defend the Jesuit movement, which is to go around and kill anyone that doesn't believe the way they believe. That was a sharp 4 note. Which would be an F bass diminished 7th arpeggio. So boot back here.
She's enjoying her Funkelbink. Yes, she is. She's enjoying Funkelbinks. Yeah. I'm back here enjoying Funkelbinks. Yes, she is. And she could be into Cammy too. Yeah. She likes to keep hot and she likes to stay hot and snuggled up. She needs a little blank. Yeah, kind of hot. I need a blank.
A lot of times she doesn't like no blanket on her.
Get that blanket off me.
But somehow that went to the C sharp key. That was some C sharp key stuff with a A sharp 6, F3, F sharp 4, and to you we are reborn. Looking down into those eyes, I know I'll be lost and never found again. Ooh, kiss me once and I shall nearly melt and die. Kiss me twice and I shall be right by your side, or shit right in your eye. It's a Hammerfall song. brother remains all nice and relaxed and calm. So the brother's still looking to get the timing on that down with that melody, but with a chord change. So it goes 3 times and then it rests. But when it changes with the chords, it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. That's the timing for the chord progression timing is 1, 2 with the A, 1, 2, 1, 2 with the A, 3, 4 with the G, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 with the D. So, you know, getting that down. That seems how it would go. That might be it. So the chords, the count for the chords. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, looking to fit the melody with the chords. Yeah. That's the function here. That's the functionality. That would be the principle. The principle here is to fit the melody to the chords. Ah, there's clarity right there. The chord count, to fit the melody to the chord count. Which would also be to force the girl to obey the boy. Look at that. So play the melody and sing the chord counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. on that chord, then it seems like 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Alright, so it's be able to keep the melody going. It's lots of repetition. Although in the doctor's world they call it practice, but practice has been given a bad name because it's all about cutting someone up, and there is no cure. So repetition is more accurate, to repeat something over and over until it's, although in a way, sitting here looking to repeat it, it's still kind of cutting shit up. Because it ain't coming out right. So in a way, it's still the same fucking... But, that word practice has been so fucking muddied. So fucking muddied. Because of the things that the doctors have been up to. But, there's really no doctor to blame. It could be that it's just unconsciousness. It's just and unconsciousness is just a child. A newborn child that doesn't know any better. Just had a flash memory that this acoustic guitar triggered in the song, "Would you crucify?" Talking about the sweet Lord Jesus, if you walked right here amongst you once again. It was kind of a different chord. It was a different chord progression though. But the previous chord progression is dominating the subconscious background. Anyway, so the memory that goes along with that is that the brother was working at a blueprint place in San Ramon, California, when he was a young teenager, age 16, and he drove the Dodge van to work. The Dodge van that Dad mostly drove to work, to his work, to the work where he worked at, where Dad worked at. But working on a Saturday there, I was the only one there working. I was given the key, and I could go in. Oh, there was another girl there, the photographer that was there, girl. She was kind of a cutie. I was a bit attracted to her, but I remember opening the doors because the blueprint machine was right there for schematics for building things, putting things together, blueprints. It was a blueprint copying machine, so the originals would go in and I had to adjust it to get it just right to see all the lines. And then produce a bunch of copies for everyone, for all the different people that needed the blueprints. For the business would come in and order blueprints. We need 25 copies of this. Sometimes the copies were like 100 pages thick. Anyway, so the brother went to work that Saturday and opened up the glass doors because the machine was right there next to the parking lot. And the brother would go in and turn the key on in the van and play this Christian music. It was all acoustic. It was good stuff. The brother liked it. But the thing is that the brother is looking to remember the name for that band so he can fucking look it up on YouTube and enjoy the music again. But the only thing that the brother has is just a memory of one song. Talking about the sweet Lord Jesus, walked right here amongst you once again. It could be the Google Hum. It has Google Hum. That song might come up on Google Hum. That gives the brother an idea. He's going to go to Google Hum and sing the song and see if it comes up. Wow. All right, later.
Here's Boob. He says, I can have some Google Hum. Here you go. She gets cautious because she doesn't know. She says, yeah, I'm cautious. I might get rolled on, man. Can't be rolling all over me. Get squished. Oh, boo boo. She likes it. She likes it. She says, oh, you're getting close to me. You might squish me.
She gets startled like that sometimes.
But she's purring, though. It's safe. I could lay back down.
Anyway, so that's that. Brother's gonna go to Google Hum and see if he can